You can see here, we got the electrical panel right here when you walk into the master. Again, if you don't like it here, we can move it somewhere else, but we wanted to put it here so it's right on camera. So I can show you all that, hey, this thing is ready to go. Okay, so again, this is what the angle looks like of the downstairs. Beautiful Big Bertha 3.0. Again, you can pick different color flooring, different color walls. All of that stuff is optional. Now in here you got underneath the stairs, the Amish are all about not wasting no space. So we got these, I call them doggy doors, where we got a couple cleaning supplies there where we keep the cabin clean. And you can have that as a little spot for your dog or fur babies, or just some extra storage if you don't have any pets. And let me go back this way because I got to backtrack a little bit. That goes upstairs. Behind this door here is your water heater. Okay, so you got a 40-gallon water heater over here. And remember, a lot of people are into the on-demand tankless water heaters now because they save up a lot of space, or because they like not waiting for hot water. So if you'd prefer to switch this out and get a on-demand water heater instead of this 40-gallon water heater, that's not a problem. We can do that as well. Okay, but that's what we got in this closet. And then that other door I showed you down there already was your pantry. And what do we have here? So here you got another pocket door. Let me close it and show you what this looks like. Got another pocket door here, and that goes into your downstairs shared bathroom area. So straight ahead, well, there's your light switches. Straight ahead, you have a spot for your stackable washer and dryer. Dryer goes on the bottom, and the washer goes on top. That's how it's set up. A lot of people are not into stackables, which is fine. We can redesign the bathroom to accommodate a side-by-side washer and dryer. That way, if you have some front-loading washers and dryers and you don't want to have to bend over or reach up, we can do redesign the bathroom to accommodate regulation size, side-by-side washers and dryers. And you can see lots of room to do that. This is a very generous sized shared bathroom area. You even have a bathroom closet here for all your bathroom essentials. Again, that thing is huge. That would fit a whole bunch of stuff, okay? Again, you see the theme with the walk-in shower because these are very popular with our clientele, but we can put a tub here if you prefer, okay? Got a window here, you got your commode, and this is what this looks like, okay? And of course, all that beautiful knotty pine. So one more turn around so you can see what that looks like. I tend to overfilm these cabins, guys, because a lot of our customers are baby boomers and Gen Xers. By the way, shout out baby boomers, shout out Gen Xers. If y'all are a Gen Xer or baby boomer, do me a favor. Comment what year you was born below so I know I got my people watching me. I'm a 1979 Gen X cowboy. I appreciate y'all being here. And like I said, with most y'all being like me, Gen X and baby boomers, you know, a lot of folks are all about, hey, trying to think about aging in place, right? We're all getting older and we're trying to think about low maintenance. We're trying to think about aging in place, trying to stay out of the old folks' home for as long as possible. So whatever kind of home we purchase, we try to purchase homes that can accommodate that so we can stay at home as long as possible. Ain't nobody wants to end up in one of them old folks' homes, okay? So we try to accommodate. By the way, on that note, we can also accommodate ADA accessible, handicap accessible structures. We do a lot of those. So if you're in a wheelchair or if you need some handicap accessibility, we can build the cabins to accommodate that as well. So just food for thought. If you need handicap accessibility, again, we have no problems accommodating that as well. So hopefully you guys have seen the downstairs and got a good vibe of that. Now I'm going to take you guys upstairs and quickly show you that side of it. As you can see, look at this. See, the devil's in the details. We could have sealed all that, but the Amish are like, you know what? Let's keep it rustic. Because the rest of the cabin is relatively rustic / modern, But we wanted these spindles and these rails to kind of have that true knotty pine kind of rustic look. Again, this is just something we did as a model. If you guys want us to do it a different way, stain them a different way, seal them, we can do all that. But again, this is just us getting a little creative and showing you guys what our capabilities are. Okay, so let's go upstairs. And before I do, remember, these railings can come out so you can get your furniture up there, no problem. So those railings do come out for your furniture to be moved up and down the steps. So when you make it up here, you look to the left and you see a massive lofted area. So big, in fact, you could put 3 king-size beds on that room. And we kept that open just to show you guys that that's an option, or we can wall this off and make this a big old private 3rd bedroom, which is what a lot of people will have us do. This one, we already have this walled off. Let me show you here. It's got like an A-frame bedroom. So we already have this one walled off here. And again, if you want a wall like this on this side, that ain't no thing but a chicken wing for us to build that for you. Just let us know that's how you want it. So let's go inside this A-frame room first, this A-frame bedroom, and then we'll make our way over to the other side. So when you walk in, as you can see, it's light and airy. Again, I love that contrast of the dark wood on the floors with the light wood on the ceiling and all that tongue and groove on the walls. It just makes everything seem light and airy and open and very livable. This is one of the dormers. On this side here, you can see the cabins. And again, you have that light coming in there and then light coming in from the window there at the end. This is a queen size bed for reference. So as you can see, lots of space on the left and right of that to put a king size bed in here, no problem. When I come up to the 2nd floor, something I like to talk about as well is my height. Like again, I'm 6'6", almost 6'7". And when I'm up here, again, I can stand straight up and down with me being as tall as I am, and I'm not hitting my head in this central part of this cabin. It's very livable and again, very functional. I could live in here full time being 6'6", 6'7", okay? No problem, all right? You can sit in your bed, read a book, sitting up and down. You're not worried about your head hitting there. You know, a lot of these cabins I've seen, you crawl up to the 2nd floor and you're on your hands and knees. That's not this one. This one, I'm, again, me being 6'6", I can stand straight up and down, no problem. And again, very functional, very livable space, which I love, okay? So that's what this looks like. Keep it moving. I'm taking you to the other side. Remember when I was outside and I was telling you that it's kind of dark in the middle part without a dormer up here? So in my opinion, okay, if you wanted to, you could put a dormer, a 3rd dormer. Here's your 2nd dormer. You could put a 3rd dormer right there to allow a little bit of natural light to come in the central part of the 2nd floor of the cabin. Well, up here right now, we just have it set up as almost like a kids play area / hangout zone / office, right? With the office desk here, a makeshift laptop. So we have this set up this way. Again, just getting people's big window at the end. Beautiful day in Indiana. Just letting people get their idea juices going, right? Just to help y'all get the idea juices going, okay? So again, massive space up here, very functional, very livable, super cool. And I've had people tell me they had plans to put like a ping pong table up here, pool tables and stuff like that. I know the ping pong table would work. Pool table might be pushing it because again, the width of the cabin is 14. So, you know, getting around to make your shots with a pool table could be tricky, but a ping pong table, maybe. So again, guys, give us a call, 812-595-4033. Again, if you're a Gen Xer or baby boomer, I love to see that I got my peoples watching me around my age. So make sure you comment what year you was born below, so I know I got love coming from my peoples. Shout out Gen X, shout out baby boomers. And again, do me a favor, share this. Tell your friends about us if they're looking for a cabin. We have cabins starting for as low as $20,000, $25,000 for the smaller ones. And then it kind of goes up from there. Lots of options. The Amish are always working with me to get creative, to come up with different affordable housing solutions. So we're always working at it, coming up with new creative fun stuff to do. So with that said, I'm going to end the video just doing a quick little walkthrough one last time. And remember, this goes into your bathroom down in the master. Just to show you one last time, little last walkthrough. And then I can upload this to the social medias for you to watch it. Again, the cabin I'm walking through is called the Big Bertha 3.0 modern / rustic cabin. What did I forget to talk about? Something important. Oh, I remember. Behind these walls, okay, one of the things that's special about the Big Bertha is this is built with 2x6 exterior wall studs. Now, why do we do that? We do that so that we can build this to meet code in all of the states. So whether you live in Colorado and you got a high R factor insulation or high snow load requirements, or you live in Florida and you have 180 mile per hour wind rating, or Oklahoma, same thing, you got a high wind rating, or you're in the UP in Michigan, you get below zero. Again, you need lots of insulation in the walls. That's what's so special with this cabin, is it can be built to code. So behind that tongue and groove pine and behind this birch plywood here, because again, this ain't sheetrock, by the way, this is birch plywood. Listen, you hear that? That's real wood. The Amish are all about real wood. They don't want to use that drywall because during transportation, it'll crack, right? Because remember, we got to bring these things down the highway to you. So behind the birch plywood, behind the tongue and groove pine, 2x6 exterior wall studs, you got your tongue and groove on the inside, but in those 2x6s, we can stuff it full of either fiberglass insulation, which is standard, or you can upgrade to spray foam insulation. Same with the roof trusses. We already got fiberglass up there, or you can upgrade to spray foam. So again, these things are going to be built to code to meet or exceed your local county code requirements, and we're going to build it to national IRC code, which is the International Residential Code. So this thing is going to meet, again, if you require hurricane windows, we're going to price that accordingly in Florida. We can do triple pane windows and price that accordingly for Colorado or the UP in Michigan. So keep all that in mind, guys. That's what's so special about this cabin right here, is we can build this one to code for your state.